everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a layout using the Hip Kit Club main kit for August, and I'm starting with this beautiful Simple Stories paper for my background. You'll see I've spilt a little glue there, so I'm going to have to disguise that and hide it. You'll see that a bit later on. What I'm going to be starting with today is an exclusive cut file that you get if you're a member of the Hip Kit. It's this one here, the Geo Roses. You'll see I've had a bit of fun with this cut file. I've changed it around a little, offset some of those roses and removed the segments, those geo shapes. Here are my photos. I'm using some just silly fun photos of my oldest daughter who was playing with some Snapchat filters. So we're going to keep this layout really bright and fun today. So you can see all those roses with the different segments removed. Some of them have those geo shapes still in. Other bits I'm going to use the offset pieces I created. And I'm basically laying it out how I'd like it to sit on the layout. I made a little mistake. That top photo, I actually wanted the leaves facing the other way, and I've already glued the photo to that cut file, so we'll just work with it. So I'm just getting that basically how I'd like it. And I've got these butterflies from Maggie Holmes Willow Lane's collection, one of the papers you get with the kit. And I've just pulled out 2 yellow butterflies and I'm fussy cutting those out for the layout. My daughter in the bottom photo's got a yellow dress on, and it's hard to see with the glare, but in that top photo, one of the filters she's used has yellow butterflies floating around her head. So I've decided to emphasize that and add a couple of extra butterflies and some butterfly elements on the page. So I'm just cutting out that smaller butterfly, fussy cutting that from the paper and getting those ready to add on to my layout. Just working out where I want those. And I'm thinking at this stage of adding some foam and different heights to these cut file elements, just to give it a bit of interest. So I'm pulling out some other bits and pieces we got with the kit, some of the die cuts, some of the chipboard stickers. And I love the way that word cute goes with the background paper, so I'll probably incorporate that into my title. I'd like to back those Geo Roses, but that tag was just too busy. That little banner tag that was cut off one of the other elements for one of my other layouts, I'm going to add that to that top circle cluster. And just pulling out some more of the chipboard stickers. There's this really cute and fun little bunny portrait and those flowers in that frame. So I'll add those to those 2 clusters. Just having a think about if I want to add any more at this stage. So I've pulled out one of the papers from Willow Lane collection that I've almost used up, and I'm going to back my Geo Roses with some of that blue just to add a bit of contrast to the background. So I'm just going to glue those down. I was going to draw around it and fussy cut it first, but I've decided just to glue them straight on and fussy cut around them after. Now I'm using Tombow liquid glue, which is really good. It sticks really well, but it makes your hands so sticky if you get it on your hands. So you'll see me rubbing my fingers together trying to get that excess glue off. So just fussy cutting around those Geo Roses now, and I'm going to place them back on my layout where I want them on the page. Almost done. I'm not the world's best fussy cutter. I don't actually enjoy it. I love the look of it, but I do not like cutting intricate things out. Okay, so now I want to back the leaves on those 2 photo frames. And I've got this blue paper from last month's kit that I haven't touched, and I love the paper. I just haven't had a chance to use it. So I'm going to cut into it and use it to back those 2 frames, the leaves. So I glue them on and fussy cut round that. And getting them on the page, almost ready to start gluing things down. So I'm going to glue that circle frame with the leaf straight down flat on the page, because I want to raise the inner section of that cluster up on some foam, fun foam. And the 2 photos, I'm going to add fun foam to the back. I watch all these American scrapbookers with the fun foam that they get from Walmart over in America, and I have searched high and low for it here in Australia, and I finally found some at an extra large Spotlight store I went to, so I grabbed it because I've never seen it until now. That's the sticky back fun foam. I haven't seen the one with the sticky back on it, and I finally found some. So just adding the fun foam to those pictures and to the inner segments of those clusters of embellishments. Now I'm going to use that Geo Rose to hide that spilt glue. You won't even know it's there. So gluing that frame down flat and adding some fun foam to the back of that inner circle. The fun foam's not as high as some of the foam tape that you can get here, or some of the foam dots, so it's good just to lift some things without adding too much height to the page. So just cutting up all the little bits and pieces and adding it on. And I love that it's got that adhesive back. Makes it so easy. All right, now I've grabbed some yellow cotton. And what I like to do on my layouts is wrap it around my fingers and add a circular piece of thread to any circular elements I might have. So those 2 Geo Roses are going to sit on the thread. And I just like to attach it to the page with a staple, which you don't see at the end. And then I'll glue, using liquid glue, those Geo Roses down once I have it where I want. Just making sure I've got everything in place and it's not all going to hang over the edges before I commit to that thread. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going to staple those butterflies to those embellishment clusters, and I'm lifting and ruffling up the wings a bit just to give it a bit more texture and make them look a bit more realistic. Gluing down that banner. And I'm going to add that bunny portrait to that cluster. That looks really cute and fun and just goes with the funness of the layout. I'm just going to glue that down. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of adhesive under those bottom butterfly wings just to help it sit a bit better. Now I've got this other little frame that I'm going to add. I had a lot of trouble with the sticky on the back of those chipboard stickers. I don't know if it was something to do with the travel and the temperature in the plane as the products were traveling, but they just do not want to peel off, so I've had to add some glue to some of them. And I'm just sticking down all my main pieces, getting that all glued down now, and we'll just cut to the finished layout in a moment where you'll see my title. And I've just added some ink splatters and some stickers, some little black hearts and some glitter hearts from the kit, and just a little word banner from the Maggie Holmes chipboard stickers. I also added a bit of black paper up in the top left and bottom right corners. I just felt the layout needed a little bit more grounding to it, and I've just bent the edges back and made it a little bit more messy looking. And that's the finished layout. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.